What's going on, guys? Welcome to Jersey Beast TV. So today's video we're going to talk about a chest exercise that is a variation of a cable exercise. So I work out at home. I have a 10 by 18 garage. I can barely fit a car in here, but I made it pretty useful as far as the space goes. But needless to say, I don't have space for a cable machine, and most of you who train at home probably are in the same boat. You may have a small space in your house, maybe in your basement or in your garage, with your workout space. And when you are dealing with limited real estate in your training space, in your gym, you have to be very careful what pieces of equipment you bring in, because I have a power rack in here and it takes up a lot of space. I know if I were to put a cable crossover in here, it would take up the whole entire side of the garage. So as far as space goes, as far as usability goes, it's not very wise. However, whatever you can do with cables, you can pretty much do with bands. So this cable exercise we're gonna do with bands. It's a band chest fly. So similar to a cable crossover or a cable fly, but we're using bands. So first thing you need is 2 band kits. I have one here, I have one there. You can hopefully get these on Amazon. I don't know if they're sold out, but I'll see if I can find some. I'll link them up down below in the description and comment section for you if I do find some. So you need 2 band kits and you need a way to anchor them. So right now you guys can see I have a pull-up bar with 3 brackets. It's a double pull-up bar with 3 brackets. And I anchor the bands on each end of the bracket. So the 2 end brackets are the bands. Now, when you anchor your bands, however you decide to do it, whether you have a pull-up bar or you anchor them to the wall itself, it's very important that they are wider than your hands, or wider than your shoulders. Right? So my hands are outstretched, and they're a little wider than where my hands are. If you anchor them directly behind you, or just a little wider than the shoulders, you're not going to get enough pull from the anchor points to do a fly. Okay? It's very important that the anchor points are behind you and also off to the side a little bit on both sides. If they're directly behind you, behind your shoulders, or slightly behind your shoulders, you're only going to be able to do presses because the anchor points are in line with your body, right? So you can only do presses, similar to a bench press or a push-up, something like that. So make sure they're wider than your body. All right. The other thing I want to mention is if you don't have a pull-up bar, you can anchor these to the wall. You can probably go to Lowe's, find some brackets that you can bolt right into the wall. Something similar to these D-rings here. And it's best if you have wood studs to do them, to mount them to. If you don't have wood studs, or you're not sure how to mount them, it's better to be safe than sorry. Put a piece of plywood on the wall, and then put a couple stringers across, like these 2x4s that I screwed in, and then mount them to that, and that will make the whole apparatus bulletproof. All right. So now that you know how to anchor it in place, you take your band kit, and depending on how strong you are, and depending on how many bands you use, this band kit comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bands. They all have numbers on them, so you can gauge how much tension you want. According to these bands, they go up to 150 pounds. I don't know if that's true, but regardless, I use all the bands when I do my cable flies, my band flies. All right, so you're going to grab the handles, you're going to step up a little bit, bend one knee, keep the hands outstretched to the sides, elbows slightly bent, and you're just going to bring them in, squeezing the chest, right? This way, squeeze it. Another variation you could do is go underhand and pull this way. This gets a good squeeze in your pecs. Now, a couple ways you can use this exercise. Number one, if you don't have a lot of weight to bench press with, whether it's dumbbells or with the bar and plates, you can use this exercise to pre-exhaust your pecs, so that when you do hit your limited weighted sets, limited to as far as weight goes, your pecs are already taxed, and the weight that you're using that you would normally crush will be a little bit tougher because now your pecs are tired. So hit a few higher up, high volume sets of the band flies before you hit your dumbbell bench or your bar bench, especially if you're limited on weight. If you can bench 315 and you only have access to 135 or 225, because that's what you have at your home gym, then try the pre-exhaust. Try the band flies before your bench press. I guarantee you're going to get a good pump. You tire the pecs out, and it will make training with the bar or with the dumbbells with limited weight a hell of a lot tougher. The other way you can do it is usually at the end of your workout. So this is what I like to do. I like to do a final pump set, either 15 to 20 reps. At the end of my workout, either body weight or bands, and just crank out a few sets, get a good pump, get a good stretch, and really squeeze the pecs. But that's how I use the band flies. Very simple, pretty inexpensive. You're just gonna have to find a way of how you're gonna mount it to the wall. All right, that's it, guys. If you found this video useful, please subscribe to the channel, comment down below, let me know what else you want to see. If you have any questions about gaining muscle, burning body fat, getting strong, I've been there, done that. I've been really skinny, I've been really fat, I've been really weak, and I've been really strong. I've had a ton of injuries, I've had a few surgeries, so there's a good chance whatever hurdles you're going through, I've already been there. So comment down below, let me know what else you want to see. If you want stuff like this sent to your email inbox on the daily, subscribe to my new newsletter. I'll link that up down below in the comment section and the description section below. I'm sending more of these videos out, and most of this good stuff goes to my my newsletter list first before I put it up on YouTube. So be sure to check that out. Subscribe to the newsletter. Let me know what else I can help you with, and we'll talk soon.